Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. I'm Troy Hamilton, the creator of the short film Perdition. I'm thankful for the overwhelmingly positive reception of Perdition, and I may extend the film to a possible 40-minute runtime as there was a lot more story that I wanted and could have told. Today we're going to go in-depth into the making of Perdition, giving you the insights to the Easter eggs, sets and more. But before we do that, I, Troy Hamilton and Charlie Santoro, want to run you through our plans for the channel. You can go to this timestamp for the Perdition Breakdown if you want. So, without further ado, let's begin with The Wanderer. If you have checked out our channel, you may have noticed some soundtracks I've made for a film called The Wanderer. This is a huge film project I've been working on for many years now, currently sitting at nearly 3 hours of footage. It's a post-apocalyptic drama thriller focusing on our protagonist, Connor, as he traverses the country holding the cure in the hopes of delivering said cure to a community off the coast of Los Angeles that may be able to replicate it for mass production. During this, we see many smaller stories take place around Connor for 5 chapters. A simple premise, but I assure you it's far from simple. There will be a lot of fun Easter eggs, little things in the background, and subtle hints to the state of the world beyond just our protagonist. The film will first be released as singular chapters, ending on chapter 5. Then the director's cut will merge all the chapters together, cutting the runtime down so it's not 5 hours long. Before we continue, I'd like to recommend you check out some of the music I've made for the film, as it gives you a good feel for the vibes of the film and some extra details about the story. Stay tuned as there will be more details revealed soon. Now, I am a big Western fan, especially spaghetti westerns, and ever since Red Dead was announced all those years ago, I've been looking forward to making them. But with Rockstar abandoning the game, we never got the Rockstar editor. Thankfully, there's a mod that will allow me to make them. Here's how that's going.
What the fuck?
Granted, it's extremely limiting. I will solely be focusing on the Wanderer for now, but once that is completed, I'm going to begin work on a Red Dead Redemption 2 miniseries following a former gang member, Samuel Hill, that 17 years ago was betrayed by some of his gang members, a sheriff, and a mayor who's now a senator, in a plot to run away with a large sum of money. Sam, for 17 years, has been tracking down these betrayers in a bid for revenge. Now, I will hand over the reins to Charlie Santoro so he can run you through his future plans and current project.
Thank you, Troy. Hello, my name is Charlie Santoro, and I am the co-founder and channel partner of Greenhouse Light Show. I know the channel and the name have gone through a lot of changes over the years, and I'm sure Troy has gone over a lot of what you can expect from us moving forward. I'm here to talk to you about my own personal projects and also to tease some upcoming, hopeful plans for the future. First of all, I'd like to officially announce the upcoming television series, Wheelman. The show is a passion project that's been in development hell for the past few years, mostly because I procrastinate and have a life outside of GTA. However, we are currently filming Season 1 as of today's date, and I could not be happier. The show is a continuation of a film I made years ago called Night Call. However, the pitch of the show was that it could be viewed without having seen Night Call, mostly because that movie is pretty shit. Wheelman is a crime thriller set in the long ago distant lands of 2005 Los Angeles and 2010 Miami, respectively. We follow two protagonists, Billy Blaze, a retired getaway driver and small-time thief, and his newest protege, Elliot Hart, a burnout former drug addict and Air Force mechanic that's found himself in debt with the Miami Mafia. Meanwhile, an FBI agent, David Torres, who used to be a cop in LA that worked on the Billy Blaze case, is sent to Miami to investigate his old partner's murder and is confronted with the past that he left behind. With all these moving parts, it's no surprise that the board of directors themselves decide to take action using their newest member, Julian Hyde. And that's all I'll really say about the plot for now. As far as a release date, unfortunately, due to the pace of which the filming is taking and my own personal problems currently being a factor, don't expect Season 1 to be out until maybe late next year. In the meantime, I'll definitely try to release a couple of shorts alongside Troy's bigger projects to keep the channel from being dead for months at a time. What those shorts may be may change depending on time, but we'll see. As far as other projects, I'm currently developing a comedy sci-fi film and a sequel to the critically acclaimed movie Peter Rock, as well as a possible third chapter in the Day and Night series being the final entry. Again, don't expect those for a while, but those are projects that we are currently in development. We hope you continue to support our channel in the future and come to appreciate our art. Between music, movies, and TV shows, we hope to entertain and spread good faith for the filmmaking and GTA communities respectively. Once again, I'm Charlie Santoro, and I can't wait to show you all the new content coming soon.
Hello, Troy here again. Next, I'm going to talk a little bit about Hunter and the next season. Currently, I'm in the early stages of writing Season 6, and it may never release until it might make it on GTA 6, if that game has the Rockstar editor. But if not, then Season 6 will definitely be releasing, just not anytime soon. I can't reveal too much information, but what I can say is that it'll be the final season, and the ending will lead us straight into the movie Archangel, where all our protagonists come together to form a tactical squad named Project Archangel. We're very excited about this because it will be a collaboration with both of us writing, filming, and editing together through the entire process. Also, all seasons prior to Season 5 have been moved into the non-canon playlist, because for one, they are horrendous. But the events that take place themselves are somewhat canon, but the details are not. A playlist with the canon episodes has been made as well. We hope this gave you some insight into the inner workings of Greenhouse Light Show, and now let's continue into the breakdown of Perdition. A grim, dark world, abandoned and left to rot. There is no hope for humanity. We have essentially gone extinct already. But through this, life has evolved, sometimes in a hauntingly beautiful way. Humanity is extinct, but in a way, we have evolved too, branching off into different species. In 2025, the sky turned blood red worldwide. Many were overwhelmed with madness overnight, and chaos overwhelmed humanity. Shadow figures ascended, attacking people. Many became inhuman, with full black and full red eyes. Some evolved into decrepit abominations, caused by the blood moonlight. Many years afterwards, humans created a new technology, in the form of an energy gun able to effectively push many of these horrifying creatures back. Our protagonist has one of these in his possession. Survivors of the madness eventually covered up their entire bodies so that none of their skin was showing. This in turn allowed them to walk among the shadow figures and those who went mad. But do not get too close to either. The disguise only works from a distance, and the survivors are still affected. Their bodies mutated. With the physical changes and mental effects, they are barely human anymore. just like the ones who went mad. A group of entities called the Watchers are seen by many, but have never been encountered up close. Survivors of the Blood Moon have come up with theories for why this has happened, all equally plausible. Number 1. The gates of hell has opened. Number 2. An ancient god has awoken, either on the moon or in the earth's crusts. Number 3. An eldritch being has ascended from space. Number 4. An alien race is attacking Earth. Number 5. Somebody discovered a tomb of a long-since forgotten entity and woke it up accidentally. Number 6. Something simply beyond our understanding. Our protagonist was 28 during the Night of Chaos. He believes it's been 53 years since chaos have enveloped the world, making him 81 years old during the film. We start with a singular long-moving camera shot showing a strange alien-like object as it beeps with a purple flashing light in 1-second intervals. It makes a sound similar to our protagonist's weapon.
Perspective is everything in the face of something completely unfathomable. The immediate reaction should be fear, with a hint of curiosity. But even so, that is not true for everyone.
Here we see a gravesite on a mountaintop overlooking a beautiful sunrise, in a dream sequence that our protagonist is having. The same gravesite we see at the end of the film. The protagonist wakes up in a cave, an old mine shaft with eerie ambient noises echoing throughout. He is woken by a loud rumbling outside. A creature lurks within the cave, watching from a distance as the protagonist stands up and moves towards the exit. This creature is just as afraid as our protagonist would be of it. Our protagonist gets spooked on his way out as we cut to outside, looking at the entrance. The entrance is blocked off, but we hear banging on the wall, and it breaks as our protagonist comes walking out. We see our protagonist traversing an almost alien-like world, with new plants scoured across the land, as our protagonist walks past the skeletal remains of a human to establish that this was once the world we know today. Our protagonist slowly walks on a balcony of an abandoned motel. He brandishes a pistol completely foreign-looking for the world we're accustomed to. He enters a room, and it is deathly silent except for the breathing of his gas mask. As our protagonist walks through the room, he gets startled by a sudden voice from the darkness.
I saw you from afar. What?
Here we get introduced to Bodhi, a man with a towering stature at over 7 feet tall, and the strength to back it up. One of the only vestiges of humanity left in this world, bearing a gas mask and an outfit covering his entire body, just like our protagonist. Our protagonist does not even remember his own name. The protagonist also mentions that he prefers to rest underground. Bodhi chuckles at the idea. He finds it quite strange that you would corner yourself like that. He also wants to come along with the protagonist, as there is better chances with the two of them. The protagonist mentions that Bodhi wouldn't like where they end up. That's because it holds no value, except of course, only sentimental value to the protagonist. And he knows that his time is running short anyway, as he's 81 years of age. Here we see a long since forgotten city. We see a abandoned tank, showing that there was a struggle before everything went silent. our duo walk through that same city. Bodhi mentions the Watchers, just like what I mentioned before. The protagonist is hesitant. He suggests to ignore them. Our protagonist notices a black goat in front of them. He begins breathing heavily as if it was the most terrifying thing he'd ever seen. And rightfully so. This is no ordinary goat. It's a transcendental entity in the form of a goat. Here we see a Watcher on the top of a building. It follows our protagonist at his dismay throughout the film. Directly related to the horned humanoid species with armored skin that we will see shortly. He speaks with purpose and is really simply beyond our protagonist's power to do anything about it. His motive is to encourage our protagonist to take off the mask and embrace what he truly is. Our protagonist lets out a yell as he fires his weapon at the goat. It's complete silence other than some wind and the protagonist's gas mask, but something flies overhead, and it lands in front of them, making a thud. Looks like a demon with horns, but it could really be anything. It's up to you and your interpretation. The creature howls in pain as the protagonist shoots his weapon at it, but to no avail, it still stands, so he shoots it again. Bodhi, in a bid to help the protagonist, runs to try and take it down, but the creature conjures up something that hits him with a devastating blow, sending him flying. Bodhi lies motionless on the ground as our protagonist shoots again, and the creature launches up into the air and flies away. Another Watcher stands here. The goat is nowhere to be seen anymore, and Bodhi is now dead. Now, this is something you may notice throughout the film, and it's that as the film progresses, the sky and the surrounding area gets more and more red. It's almost like he's getting closer and closer to something more sinister. This is on purpose. Here we reach the ending portion of the film. The whole mood of the film changes. The ambience is now almost deafening. Here we see a creature, or the remains of a creature, and it's up to you to decide what it is. Your imagination is the limit. That is a key part to this film. It's always up to your interpretation. I want to take this moment to personally thank the voice actors, John Goodson, the protagonist, William Cancel, Bodhi, and Edward Rad, the goat. They truly brought these characters to life with their incredible performances, and I'm grateful for their help. Links to each one of them are in the description. Some time has passed, and our protagonist is close to his destination. As he finally reaches the grave, to his total devastation, there is nothing left. The foliage is dead. There are some Watchers up on the mountain, but he doesn't care. Where he's going, they won't be. The grave has crumbled into nothing, and all that's left is a memory in our protagonist's mind. We see a Watcher in the background here.
Now you see it.
This is a sick joke to you, isn't it? Are you amused?
We are not here for that.
What does the entity mean by this? Take all the information you have and decide for yourself.
Go ahead. Laugh at this poor old man as he kneels before the ruins of his kin.
This should be straightforward enough. It's the gravesite of a child of his.
Your life is like a walking shadow. You strut and fret for an hour on stage, and then heard no more. It's a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Here the goat is mocking our protagonist, showing how meaningless his life has been up until this point.
Take off the mask.
You'd love that, wouldn't you?
And here our protagonist's will finally breaks. He's embracing the madness within.
It's off.
And so concludes the story. I had a lot of fun with the making of this film for the Mission to May 2025, and it's something I've wanted to make for a long while now. The original concept basically was Mad God in GTA. If you were left confused on the first watch, that's okay. Even on your second or third watch through, if you've made it that far. I intentionally made it very abstract and mysterious, leaving the imagination to run wild with theories, because really, the mind can come up with better explanations for anything I could do in GTA. For those wondering, yes, the city skyline and landscape, as well as the inner city road in the middle portion of the film, was handcrafted by me entirely. It took an obscene amount of time to create, but I wanted to leave no stone unturned. Thanks again for the amazing feedback on Perdition, and I hope we continue to keep you entertained with our future projects. See you later, everybody.